Boy, did that sound good. Really does. It sounded really good and it types really well. I love the bounciness of that build. Guys, this is the Nuphy Gem80. So you've all known Nuphy for a while. A few weeks ago, I reviewed my first Nuphy keyboard, the Air 60 V2. And though it's an established company in the mechanical keyboard scene, I've always thought of Nuphy as a keyboard brand that is go-to for those who are not too deep into the hobby, those who are not willing to pay a premium price yet and wanted a good mechanical keyboard out of the box. So that's Nuphy for you, especially their Air series. I really love them as my travel keyboard. And now we have this, the Gem80. This is their first dive into a proper, quote-unquote, custom mechanical keyboard, meaning a keyboard which you can customize to your heart's desire in terms of mounting, sound profile, and typing feel. And I really do believe that for a first dive into this playground of type of mechanical keyboard, Nuphy really did a very good job. A very good job. Alright, so in this review, we'll focus more on my experience with the keyboard and my thoughts, who this keyboard is for, the strengths of the keyboard, and the overall enjoyment that I have from using this keyboard for almost a week right now before putting out this review. So the Gem80 is a TKL keyboard with an aluminum top and a polycarbonate bottom mechanical keyboard, which I really love. I love the combination. I love it in a sense because most of my keyboards are either aluminum or polycarbonate. I've had very few keyboard with this layout, and it really does give a good sound profile, more on the creamy poppy sound profile because of the polycarbonate bottom case. So the base price for the wired version goes for $149, and the base price for the wireless tri-mode version goes for $170. And I think it's a very fair price, but do note that this is bare bones. My unit is the wireless unit with a Mystic Indigo color. It came in with lemon switches, a themed keycap, and if you put in all the extra plates to be able to really maximize the customizability of this keyboard, it comes in at around $240 US. It's not cheap, but for what it is, I think it's a good price. It's a fair price, fairly priced keyboard. All right. So what makes this keyboard very interesting is the amount of customizability. And if you do browse the website, you will see that this keyboard has a lot of things going on. You can choose the colors that you want. It has tri-mode connectivity, and it has a very high polling rate. For those of you who are gaming out there, this might be a good keyboard selection. I really love that it's VIA compatible. I think that keyboards released in 2024 should all be VIA QMK compatible so that you can reprogram the keys depending on how you want to use them. And this one is very interesting. For a first attempt at a custom mechanical keyboard, it was very brave and very good, very nice for Nuphy to dive into the omni-mount mounting style, which means that you do have a lot of mounting options. So you have your silicone gaskets, your silicone bean, and it's offered in two hardness, 30 and 70 beans, silicone strip, and it even has a mounting option for a top mount. That is almost all the very popular mounting styles that you could ever possibly have nowadays. And it's a good thing because if you want to try those different mounting styles, you do have them in this keyboard at no extra cost. The package comes with all of those mounting styles, and the different mounting styles will give you different typing feel and different sound. And that's really nice. That's really nice. Aside from the mounting styles, the keyboard also comes with a lot of plate options: aluminum, polycarbonate, POM, and FR4 plates. And by default, it has the FR4 plate installed in it, which I think is a very nice choice as well because it's very well balanced, not too soft, not too clacky, not too thocky. The base model also comes with a pre-lube stabilizers. Yes, it is a plate-mounted stabilizers. The purists out there will say, I want a screw-in stabilizer. And I tell you this, at any day, I would choose a plate-mounted stabilizer that is really good compared to a screw-mounted stabilizer that is just meh, so-so, all right? And the ones installed here are really good. Factory lube stabilizers. I didn't even have to retune them. Well balanced, sounds really, really good. And it also feels really good. So that's one thing for me. If a keyboard company releases a keyboard with pre-installed, pre-lubed, well-tuned stabilizers, that means a lot. I mean, it means I'm getting a quality keyboard. All right. This set comes in with the lemon switches. It's a tactile switch with a 55-gram actuation force. Really nice. Sounds very poppy and creamy. Tactile bump is very light, just the way I like it, and it's really smooth. Out of the box, factory lube. Again, another prerequisite for me in 2024. If you're going to give me a switch that I need to open up and lube, instant pass for me. It's 2024, guys. All of the switches that comes out this year should be well lubed and good to go out of the box. All right. The keycaps is an MSA profile keycap. It's PBT double shot, very nice. I love the feel, I love the sound, I love the thickness. Really, really. And so, I've been using this keyboard for almost a week and I've really enjoyed it. Minimalist. It's not the most flashy keyboard out there, but it's very clean. I love the anodization. There are subtle lights here and there from the gem logo, the top case, some here in the keycaps. Nothing to complain. As you know me, guys, when I do keyboard reviews, my priority is again typing feel and sound. Aesthetics comes last. This keyboard feels really nice, sounds really nice. It has all the foam inside it that you would ever need, and I probably think it has way too many foams. On my final build, I will be releasing a video. Give me a week or two to give you a sound test and an opinion on the different customization options, because boy oh boy, there's a lot. All right. And to tell you frankly, I would probably end up using the aluminum plate, taping up those flex cuts in the PCB. Yes, the PCB has a flex cut, and using the top mounting option to give this board and try to see how it will fare with minimal foams, tap mount, and a clacky build. So we will try that out, and in a week's time, I'll let you know which configuration I love the most. Alright, so who is this keyboard for? This keyboard is for users who have played around with the 5,000 peso price range of a mechanical keyboard, $100 price range, who wants to dive deeper into the more customizable options in the market, willing to pay 150 to 200-ish, 250 price point, and yet still not willing to dive into those group buy branded keyboards out there that would cost them $400, $350. I think this keyboard is for that specific group of people, because with $240, and that's with all the add-ons that I put in my kit, at $240 you have unlimited customization options. You could basically try which setup works for you, which you prefer most, what plate, what mounting style. And at the same time, this keyboard is still friendly. Very friendly for those who are not yet very akin to modding their keyboard, because it has everything, and out of the box, put in the switches, put in the keycaps, you're good to go. It's a good keyboard out of the box. And yet, if you want to modify it to your heart's desire, this keyboard gives you that option to play around with it almost infinitely. Almost infinitely. All right. So conclusions. Slow clap. Slow clap Nuphy for putting this keyboard and for a first attempt at a highly customizable keyboard. Boy oh boy, you did more than amazing. That's what I have to say. It's more than amazing for a first attempt. The only downside that I could think of with this keyboard is that at the price point, there are a lot of options right now. You do have the Neo keyboard series, QWERTY series keyboards, MKC series keyboards, the J-Re series keyboards out there. There's a lot of options at this price point. Is it necessarily better than the Nuphy Gem80? We are in a very subjective hobby. Better is up to you. You will be the one to tell if it's better or not. And so if you tell me, Doc, is this the best keyboard for 2024? Very hard to answer. It's very hard to answer because at the end of the day, it will be your preferences and your requirements and your budget which will tell you which is the best keyboard. But I do tell you this, it's an amazing and an awesome attempt from Nuphy. This keyboard, for the price point, I believe is up there, one of the top keyboards for 2024, considering what it has to offer. Thank you guys for listening. It's been an awesome review. I love this keyboard. I hope my inputs and opinions are valuable to the viewers out there. What to expect next? Again, I'll be giving out a part 2 of this review series wherein we'll focus on the different mounting styles, different sound profile, and I'll tell you which configuration I like the most. For now, that is it. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.